There's multiple different, there's different ways to set this up. I like to open my knees, my legs. When I go for Kimura, some people, they can keep their legs closed and work for the Kimura, but I got little ass legs, so I'm gonna work here. I'll open my guard, okay? Now his hands are on my hips. This prevents me from sitting up and setting up any kind of attack, whether it be gripping the lapel or here. So the first thing I wanna do is get those grips off, okay? First thing, to prevent his head coming down, he puts his hands on the mat. So right there, I'm gonna set up my Kimura. So I pop the hands off, and as soon as his hands touch the mat, that's when I go. I don't wait here because he's gonna come back, put his hands back on, and we're fighting again. So it's here and here. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting up. I like to take my hips, bring them up, and I'm gonna slide onto his quads. My armpit is gonna go over his shoulder on his trap here. So I pop the hands off, I come up, I scoop my hips up. I wanna get close as possible where I can get this wrap here. Now when I let loose here, my hand's gonna come straight to the wrist, and I sit back and I set up my Kimura. So again, the first couple of steps is here. He's got his hands on the hips, and if his hands are already on the mat, well, you just set it up from there. You can set it up different ways here, but just for drill purpose here, boom, sit up, hips up, not here, hips are up. I get my grip, and when I fall, that's when I make the switch. Here, to the wrist, and grip. Thumb over, here. And now, what I like to do is I like to cut my angle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same side leg, and I wanna slide it all the way up, kind of like I'm going for umuflada. Here. I wanna control his upper body from him coming up, and now I'm here, okay? So I'm here, I slid my leg up, I got my foot down, I'm clamping down here, and I'm staying tight. The elbow is glued to my chest here. Now I want to take his wrist, and I want to slide it up my leg here, staying tight. Make sure you're not coming out here and going for it. You'll still get it, but it's just a lot better here, a lot more control. And slide up and get it. You can also come out with this leg, put the foot on the head, over here also on the neck, and just keep him away. So again, I pop the hands off my hips, I sit up, and I have to commit. I have to come all the way up, like I'm going for hip bump sweep, and it might be pushing me back here. And that's when I set that up. I use his momentum, I sit back, get my control, foot comes up, and I'm controlling here. I'm clamping down, and I finish my Kimura, and if you want, you can slide this out, and place it on top of his head. Here. And that is the same arm here. Here, sitting up. I'm making a commitment here. I'm coming all the way up. Notice my hips are off the mat. I'm here. I sit back. I switch my grip from here to here. Leg comes all the way up. I cut my angle. So notice I'm not straight ahead right here with him, trying to set up this Kimura. I'm way on the side here. I'm setting this up. Kimura. What you call it, San Francisco? Wrist lock. And you also have a straight arm. You can work there too.